first of all, I want to set a rule about the girlfriends. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but for the rest of the session, what happens?
Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and Rihanna, who are like Greek goddesses.
Yes, but for this session, are we going to talk about them?
Well, no.
And why?
Because it's good to talk about things you have in common and not to act obsessed.
Okay, but if you do accidentally talk about them, what will you do? Okay, this is going to be just an example. So put your bracelet back on your right wrist and say something about one of the girlfriends, just to practice.
Blah, blah, blah. They're such divas.
About who? Say a name.
Taylor, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
That was just an example.
I know, that was just an example. I told you to do it, it was my fault. Okay, we're gonna chat with Mom about some random stuff that might tempt us to talk about you-know-who, the girlfriends. But we're not gonna fall for that. And the goal is for all of your bracelets to be where? Okay, good. So I have a question. What fun things have we all been doing this past week?
Well, I've been watching this great documentary about Alice Waters and farm-to-table dining. When you see what a difference it makes, the farmers and flash freezing and preservatives and everything, it's like...
I've been watching my mom's show too.
Oh, cool. I've actually been watching a bunch of Iron Chef episodes this week. Sounds like we've all been getting into food shows lately.
Yeah, since it got cold this week, we've been huddled together indoors watching whatever is on.
I've been watching YouTube videos too.
Oh yeah?
I love, love, love that last Friday night one by Katy Perry.
Good job. So actually, I'm really excited about the new Star Wars movie, since we're speaking of shows. How about you guys? So while Sophie draws a unicorn for you, Mom, let's talk about how you all can make this happen at home. The skill won't stick unless it's practiced regularly in real life. So the basic idea is that for her first goal this week, we can only talk about the girlfriends 10 times or less a day. I know, that seems like a pretty high number, but for Sophie, it's really not that high, right? And we want to start somewhere realistic. So each time she talks about the girlfriends, she'll move one bracelet from the right wrist to the left wrist. And we hope that she catches herself, but it's really important to give reminders when she doesn't. Okay. You saw how just a minute ago when she brought up Katy Perry in the conversation, at first she didn't notice, but then we didn't even have to tell her. We just looked at each other and she realized it and moved the bracelet over. Okay. So that was perfect. And you can also give her reminders in a nice way, however she wants. Say something like, hey, Sophie, I think you could move a bracelet. Or even just, hey, Sophie. And this is how she's really going to start paying attention to it. So that's goal number 1 for the chart this week. Okay?